Hi, this is Dan Olson. We are beginning the process of implementing our new records management system, ESO Solutions, and in order to implement that in a manner that allows everyone to learn how to operate in the system, we've been developing some videos that everyone is going to be required to watch in order to become familiar with the system and to, in its end state, on December 14th, begin utilizing the system for capturing call information. So these videos run from the beginning point now through most of the subjects that or issues that you're going to have to address as you use the new system. The other component of implementing ESO solutions is a policy and procedure part that we're implementing at the same time so that we can utilize the system in a consistent manner and really meet our reporting needs in a fairly prescriptive and reliable way. So as you go through these videos, please pay attention. They're important. There's also the associated policy and procedure that we will have available for you by the time you're reviewing these. It is in that draft status. We're going to trial and run through it. As things comes up or problems emerge, we will be adjusting that, but we will adjust it formally so people know the correct version is being viewed. So the purpose of this video is to create that introduction, but also to talk about what are we trying to do with changing our records management system, what is our vision, and really where are we going. And so I wanted to cover that. The first question I think is why now? And really records management systems for capturing incident information is not just about creating work. In its end state, it's really about capturing relevant information for really three goals that I've outlined in another video. but it's our future. If we thought about how we will present ourselves to the community and how we will present ourselves to our elected officials and the rest of city government, it's really in a context of data. It's factual information based upon what services that we provide, how we provide them, and what level they're provided. That really is going to mean the difference in regards to how we maintain that service level or enhance it. So really the first point here is the future depends on an accurate capturing and reporting of response information. And so it's important for you to get a sense of not only what we're specifically requiring as outlining a procedure and expectations to follow, but it's really important to understand the spirit and intent that our future depends upon this, because it really is where we factually are going to show what we do and our weaknesses and strengths. So I think from that perspective, if you think about us looking at our current trends, what are we doing well, where are our weaknesses, what part of our response areas have weakness, it's all going to come from accurate capturing of response information. And our future absolutely depends upon it, so that we can show in a quantitative manner why we have needs for resources, why we want to move resources. In fact, the whole deliberation around this placing of Station 1 and 2 was really looking at where our problems are, where we project our problems to be in the future, and the need to maintain two fire stations instead of consolidating them into one was really built upon the data, the facts that we had. So our future is very dependent upon it, and in its end state there is a great need of accuracy. So the why now is that our future depends on accurate capturing and reporting in a manner that speaks the language of performance measurement. And so our future depends upon it. We also have seen that there's been great technology changes and enhancements since the rollout of Firehouse years ago. Firehouse, in fact, at least in my view, is a fairly archaic approach built upon the technologies of mid-1990s to early 2000s, and there's been a lot of changes since then. One of the items that we wanted to address as we go forward with major IT infrastructure is going to cloud-based systems that don't make us dependent upon other departments or groups to make changes or fix problems for us, or to have individuals within our department that can fix them. So we wanted to go to a cloud-based system so that really what you need is some type of a tablet or a computer and an internet connection. That's the IT support level that we need to utilize the system, because it's in the cloud. The server, in fact, I think resides in Texas. So we wanted to use that strategy of cloud-based systems in our next records management system. And then lastly, we want to go to a place where we're utilizing tablets in the field where very accurate recording and reporting can occur. This system will allow us to have a tablet on the scene of a medical emergency, and every time a medication is delivered, a button pushed and it's going to timestamp that occurrence. So it's very accurate versus writing down and getting back to the station and trying to record as accurately as we can remember when this procedure was done, or this medication was delivered, or this blood pressure was taken. With this system, once we step into the tablet usage in the field, that's going to be recorded real time, very accurate as we probably are going to achieve in our current technology. We also, because of in taking over the ambulance contract, we know that we have become a bigger part of the medical community in Clark County, and the medical community has a higher level of quality assurance, and they have higher levels of expectations of QA and QI, and we are not meeting that expectation today. And in order to make those changes, we needed to make a commitment to creating data points that can be easily queried, and that requires data going into a flow chart. When was this procedure performed? When was that medication used? And it can't just be placed into a narrative, it's got to be into a digitized form. And so our medical QA, QI, and the directions that we're going there really require us to accomplish this at this time. We also saw the need that we need to establish clear direction on reporting in most areas. And so in implementing a new system, it's the perfect time for us to solidify those directions in a policy and procedure format and to implement that. And you'll see that throughout the different videos and the policy itself. So where are we going? We went through a procurement process of looking at all of the different available systems, and through the RFP process and that evaluation, we landed with a product titled ESO Solutions. This is not a perfect program, but it's really taking us into the directions strategically that we want to go. It's a cloud base. It actually will allow us to bring tablets into the scene and operationalize the usage of tablets. And again, it has an easy to utilize flow chart, and the ability to record vital signs and procedures is greatly enhanced. Whereas staying with Firehouse, the cumbersomeness of utilizing the flow chart really didn't allow us to capture that information reasonably. So ESO Solutions is the RMS system that we're implementing today. And in terms of timelines and the steps that we're taking towards that vision, we're implementing this system in December 14th of 2015. It's an aggressive implementation plan, but we're rolling out the training through various components. One of those components is we've created shift liaisons for each shift. We have 2 that have been assigned that we have been working with in training. So they're going to be fairly well prepared to address your individualized needs. We also are creating a library of videos about how to utilize this system, interfacing it with our policy and procedure. We're taking our next officer development in November, and we are focusing it on the captain's roles and responsibilities in incident reporting, and then a strong overview about how to utilize the system. We are then doing an end users training where we're bringing all individuals on duty during a 3-day period and having them input calls into the system so that they can become more familiar with the system. We are having our captain responsible for EMS. He is going to be going out after the end users training and make a touch with the majority of the paramedics to make sure that they are at least ready to begin the process of entering information. And then our shift liaisons are making a contact with all of the captains to do the same. So we're thinking that through this pretty rigorous process of officer development, end user training, all very close to the end date, and we had to compress it there because if we put a lot of time between the training and then the implementation date, then of course the familiarization is going to be diminished every day that goes by. So it's an aggressive training approach. I'm directing that everyone review these videos. If you're a captain prior to officer development, I need for you to watch these videos. If you're an end user, I need for you to watch all of these videos prior to coming into the end user training, because the training that we're going to provide there, we will summarize some of the points, but it's really going to be about you entering information into this new records management system, because hands-on is the best way to learn it. So we're going to roll out on 12/14 of 2015. We know that there are going to be bugs and problems associated with the system, but we're going to be prepared to work those out. We're actually also creating an FAQ area in the blog area of the SharePoint system. So as we're identifying problems and developing solutions, we'll be communicating through that FAQ process to how to work through those problems, or what are the solutions. In February or March of 2016, I'm going to be assigning a team to develop the workflow for tablet information. In the summer of 2016, we'll be doing training for everyone on how that workflow will occur on different emergency types. And then by the end of summer 2016, I want to operationalize and have implemented the tablet collection of incident information. In 2016, fairly early on, we're purchasing the first pass quality assurance system, and we'll begin its implementation. And that will include a quality assurance plan for our system as a whole, but also at our department level. And then also in 2016, obviously the fire module's been implemented, but we are going to create a QA system for the fire module itself and how it's being utilized. And then secondly, to look at SOPs and are they being implemented consistently and then reported that way for the different other events outside of EMS. It's very similar to our QA system for EMS is focused around the achievement of the protocol and the key performance indicators. Our QA for the fire module is going to be focused around the implementation of the SOPs that we've directed at emergencies. So that's really what we're doing. It's a big initiative. I appreciate your patience and working through problems. I want to focus you onto the shift liaisons. They are going to be of great assistance to you, and they're there to help you achieve this goal of transitioning to ESO solutions. They're also the point of contact in order to get information forward so that our implementation team can receive problems that are occurring and provide direction on how to solve those problems. Thank you for your patience.